Hey, everybody, it's Robert Flores. Welcome to the show.
Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Robbie Ray. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the next to hit, takes ball one. Ray was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game.
I love watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it. He showed some rare stamina.
Middle inside.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Ramon Laureano. Laureano working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
2 down, nobody on.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Nick Pivetta. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
It gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And now Bader up to the plate. Runner on the go.
No, he's in there.
Safe. Man at second. And a foul ball. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
That's a ball.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Willie Adames stands in, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And that one clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Now 2 away. And here is Matt Chapman. Comes into this one with the 7th best batting average in the NL. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. Here's your 1.
Ball.
Pavetta deals. Up the middle. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Slings to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here in San Francisco. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar.
Strike. Woo.
Circle change. Low outside.
Towards first, Eldridge. He steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Line drive. Takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Will Wagner.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That clips the corner.
Slider. Middle outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Oracle Park. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
Bryce Eldridge.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play.
Runner takes off. Line drive. Brings it in. Throw over to first. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Luis Arraez stands in. 3rd on the National League leaderboard for batting average. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Here's Elliot Ramos. There goes the runner. Throw to second. He's safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes Sander Bogarts. Ray back to work. Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Out towards right center field. Bader on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Bryce Johnson, the next up for the Padres. On a line. And that is that. as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Fitzgerald starting up the middle at second. He made his major league debut when he was 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Here's a 1-1. Right side, hard hit. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
Runner takes off, pitches high, and safe. It's a stolen base. Man at second. That's to third, handled by Machado. Tags the runner for one, and no throw. He's into first easily. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Quick toss to first. Bader dives back. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Check swing, went around. That is strike two. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in San Francisco. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Manny Machado.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And there's two away. Laureano comes up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The Padres hitless so far in the game.
Oh!
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bader under it. And that'll do it. Back here at Oracle Park. Now the Giants four-hitter, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Throw on to Castellanos. One pitch and one out. So up next, Bryce Eldridge. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
Oh!
And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Giants.
And up next for San Francisco, Daniel Susac. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save. Out in front and foul to the left side. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one for strike two. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Up next for the Giants.
Now at the plate, Luis Arias. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground, right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here in San Francisco, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Miguel Andujar.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And the tying run is on base.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Castellanos in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive and a base hit. Bader quickly throws it in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here. First and second, no outs. Will Wagner, the next up for the Padres.
Yes.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Full extension. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Well, he took a risk diving for that ball, but fortunately makes the catch. If it drops, the run probably scored from second base, but because of the great play, he kept the runner from advancing.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Grounded out his first time up.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Runner from third in to score. It's 1-1. So the sac fly ties the game. Luis Campusano digs in now. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Ouch, that one drilled him. Flips it behind his back.
He got it.
But it's not in time. Base hit.
For the Padres. Center fielder,
First and
Bryce
second,
Johnson.
2 outs. Bryce Johnson now at the plate. That one at the knees for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's out to center field. Bader settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Oracle Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Throw to first, safe. And now we'll have to check back on the righty.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Now a quick throw to first. Ramos dives back in safely. Now Tyler Fitzgerald, runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Top six. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Manny Machado. In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call. Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The other way. And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with two strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base. Ramon Laureano, the next up for the Padres. Right down the chute. Strike one. And that one fouled off. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Out towards right center field. Out number 2. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. Outstanding effort. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walks in. Instead, he just moves up one base with 2 outs.
Andujar in the box now. Takes strike 1. On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Harrison Bader.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Fought off foul. Bader, in his 9th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Fouled off down the right side. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Oh.
That's off the mark. Full count now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Quick move to first. Bader dives back. And now, Willie Adames. Bader runs. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that still right there is a little risky with the guy you got at the plate. He's so hot right now and such a quality hitter. You got to make sure you're going to be safe. And fortunately for him, he was. Now he's in scoring position.
Man at second. And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Johnson on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. Has grounded out a couple of times. On the ground out to short. Throws to first in time, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. And digging in for San Francisco, Bryce Eldridge. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. That is the inning. Back here in San Francisco, Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
And that drops in for a strike. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Castellanos wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Chopped left side. And that chance handled. On to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Will Wagner. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Bogarts now.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Middle inside.
Grounds one to short. Adames. The throw to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yuki Matsui.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Swings and lines one towards the gap. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Luis Arias will hit next. In the air out to center. Johnson on the move. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 1 pitch and 1 out. Elliot Ramos the next to hit. 1 for 2. This one in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the 8th. Luis Campusano digs in now. And that one fouled off.
Slider. Middle outside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Ray into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Goes down looking. And now the center fielder, Bryce Johnson, a switch hitter batting right. The Giants holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Bunt attempt popped up. Tosses to first, and the bunt attempt doesn't work out. Here's Machado, 1 for 3.
That's out the corner.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And a swing and a miss. On the ground to third. What a stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Adrian Morejon.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
On the ground to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. One pitch and one out. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Whoa.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your...
Dives back. Ow! So here's Bader now. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in San Francisco. All set to start the 9th in this one. Fernando Tatis Jr. now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Now one miss.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So digging in, Ramon Laureano. Right side. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here's Miguel Andujar. The Giants trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Base hit center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Up next for the Padres.
Nick Castellanos will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. You'll walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Ripped into right center for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into.
Line and a base hit into right. Here comes the throw. It's offline and he scores.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
Spencer Bivens takes over on the mound. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Circle change. Below middle.
Ball one
Yo,
to
that's a
Bogarts.
Sinker.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there.
No, that's foul. That's foul.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground. Can't glove it cleanly.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was...
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw gets by him at second. The winning run on second base.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit, that'll do it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Giants walk it off and win it 3-2.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
The final score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi.